can't believe this is real, guys. The audience goes crazy.
Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. This is a matchup we can't believe is real. The audience is going wild, and the wait is finally over. Here we go, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. If someone had told you about this fight a couple of years ago, you would have laughed it off. It was just a few years back when Mike Tyson helped launch Jake's boxing career into the spotlight during the event where Tyson faced Roy Jones Jr. on that night. Jake fought against Nate Robinson, and the popularity of Mike's name brought attention to Paul's fight. Fast forward a few years, and Jake has fought multiple times in the ring, gearing up to face his most intimidating opponent yet. But could Tyson actually turn out to be his easiest fight? To make sense of this unusual matchup, let's first recall what made a young Mike Tyson so special. Tyson was known for his brutal combinations and effective body and head work, which are nearly impossible to replicate. His coach, Cus D'Amato, devised a training tool called the Willie Machine, a boxing bag that allowed Tyson to practice combinations by listening to numbered commands. The numbers corresponded to specific punches, helping Tyson train his reflexes and speed. For example, if D'Amato called out 5-3-2, Mike would immediately execute that combination first on the bag, then on his opponents. Performing such complex combinations requires excellent footwork. Tyson relied heavily on his legs to shift quickly and close the distance using various techniques like pendulums, dives, and pivots. His footwork allowed him to evade opponents and land powerful punches. Despite this, Tyson's fighting style came with flaws. His energy-intensive approach worked only as long as opponents were intimidated. Once they became less fearful, they could exploit Tyson's weaknesses. Tyson's losses often came from opponents who were unafraid and could maintain distance using their jab. When Tyson attempted to close the distance, he found himself in clinches, which wore him out and led to frustration. This pattern was evident in his losses to Douglas, Lewis, and Holyfield. Mike's famous quote, "Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth," captures the essence of his style. But the truth is that the right strategies against him worked consistently. Now let's analyze Tyson's most recent fight against Roy Jones Jr. Tyson started the match with enthusiasm, reminiscent of his prime. However, after an initial flurry, he began to hesitate, allowing Jones to escape his pressure. Although Tyson managed to cut off the ring and trap Jones at times, he often lost control and let Roy slip away. Despite some impressive moments, Tyson's performance revealed the ongoing struggles he has with maintaining ring control and avoiding clinches. When Jones found success, it was often through using quick jabs and retreating, making it hard for Tyson to counter. Tyson's inability to adapt to clinch situations hindered his performance, showcasing the challenges he continues to face. Now let's shift gears and look at Jake Paul's recent fights. In his bout against Andre Auguste, Jake started with his trademark shuffle. However, he still doesn't fully grasp its essence. The rhythm of his feet doesn't consistently align with his hand movements for generating powerful strikes. Nonetheless, he effectively extended his front hand to control distance. Paul demonstrated notable improvements in his jab and footwork, moving laterally and creating angles for attacks. By feinting a jab to the head, he drew reactions from Auguste, which allowed him to land a jab to the body. Despite nerves, Auguste ducked low, trying to evade Jake's strikes. Paul effectively countered with a jab to the head when Auguste attempted a body jab, showing his growth in reading opponents. Jake intensified his attacks with double jabs and body hooks, but Auguste's predictability made it easy for Paul to exploit his movements. As Auguste pressed forward, Jake utilized clinches effectively, applying his weight on his opponent and punishing him with combinations. Following that bout, Jake faced Mike Perry in Puerto Rico, where he wore a rooster costume. In Puerto Rican culture, roosters symbolize struggle and resilience, making it a fitting choice for Jake. He took the center of the ring, baiting his opponent to counterattack. However, when Perry closed in, Jake initially hesitated to throw his hook, indicating he was adapting his strategy. Throughout the fight, Jake remained composed and confident, focused on wearing Perry down. He effectively managed to control the ring, keeping Perry at bay with powerful strikes and clinching when needed. By the end, it was clear that Jake's preparation for the Tyson fight had begun. Paul has steadily been gaining weight and learning how to utilize it in the ring while developing a specific game plan for facing Tyson. The young fighter's strategy became evident as he employed a similar plan against Perry, moving laterally, baiting attacks, and clinching effectively. Based on everything mentioned, it's clear that this fight will be particularly challenging for Mike Tyson, especially considering his age and health issues. Like many, I want to see the legend retire on a high note, but Jake's size and youth could play a crucial role. After a few rounds, Tyson might tire, and Jake could rely on powerful jabs to wear him down before looking for a knockout. This analysis underscores that while Tyson remains an extraordinary talent, his weaknesses, particularly in clinches, could be exploited by a younger, agile opponent like Jake Paul. The potential for an upset exists, but will Mike Tyson shock the world and defeat Jake Paul? The fight presents a unique clash between Tyson's legendary status and Jake's rising star power. With Tyson's legacy on the line and Jake's hunger for validation, this match is set to be an unforgettable event. Both fighters are preparing for a high-stakes showdown, and the excitement surrounding the bout is palpable. As the fight approaches, fans are left to ponder the possibilities. Will the old lion regain his ferocity, or will the younger fighter's energy and strategy prevail? With Jake Paul stepping into the ring, there's no telling how the dynamics will shift. Each fighter brings their strengths, and their clash promises to deliver a spectacle worthy of their careers. The anticipation for this fight is building, and the implications for both fighters are significant. If Paul emerges victorious, it would solidify his status in the boxing world, while a Tyson win would rejuvenate his legacy, proving he still has what it takes to compete at a high level. As they prepare to face each other, the narratives surrounding this fight grow more complex. It's not just about a match, it's about the legacy, the youth, and the determination of two fighters at different stages of their careers. With the fight approaching, fans are buzzing with excitement, eagerly waiting to see how it all unfolds. Will Jake Paul continue his rise, or will Mike Tyson remind everyone why he's a boxing legend? The answers are just around the corner, and one thing is for sure, this clash of titans will be one for the history books. So who will reign supreme when the dust settles in the ring? Place your bets and get ready for what promises to be an electrifying night of boxing. The stakes have never been higher, and the anticipation is palpable as we prepare for this epic showdown between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Stay tuned as we bring you all the updates leading up to the fight and beyond. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe for more, and don't miss out on this monumental event in boxing history.